Hey guys, this is Clinton Jeff from OmniTitledChapter.com, and here's a quick look at the Samsung Omnia W, or as it's known in the USA, the Samsung Focus Flash. It runs Windows Phone Mango, which is very fast. It's much smaller than it actually looks in the pictures that I've seen of it. There's an AMOLED display that's 3.7 inches at 480 by 800 pixels resolution. The screen is quite gorgeous. It has very nice viewing angles. The screen is actually very comparable to the Nokia Lumia 800, as you can see right there. It's the blacks are just as deep, and everything is generally very comparable. It is a little bit brighter though on the brightness setting I have on, but if you set them both on the highest brightness setting, which I'm gonna just do right now, they're both basically almost exactly the same. So yeah, the screen is quite comparable. Apart from that, it is a pen tile display, so that's gonna bum some people out, but from what I can see, there's no problem with it at all. I see no problem with pen tile displays, to be honest. The colors are very rich, and you'll notice that there's a physical Windows key right here instead of capacitive touchscreen key like on other Windows Phone devices. There are capacitive screens to the side though. As you can see right there, there's a search key which will show you Bing search when you press that, and a back button which you can also press and hold to see the multitasking menu in Windows Phone. So yeah, the good thing about the physical menu button though is that you can just press on that to activate the screen again, which is pretty useful for those quick little use cases. And yeah, apart from that, you can take a quick look at the device all around. There's the volume keys right there. There's a tiny little micro USB port right there. I don't know if you can see that, to charge the device. There's a dedicated camera key right there, and a lock key which locks the device. And at the top you just have the lone 3.5mm audio jack. Build quality is pretty good. There's mostly hard plastic and a steel back panel right there, which is very Samsung-y, I guess, but a lot more premium than their other devices, I have to say. This device is targeted at the mid-range segment, as you can imagine, but it's pretty fast with Windows Phone Mango running on a 1.4 GHz processor. There's 8 GB of internal memory, which might be limiting to some folks, but it's not too bad at all. It's very fast, as you can see. Other than that, it's a standard Windows Phone. There's nothing really new. Samsung does have a couple things in there that's very limited to just their devices only. For example, there are extra settings right there that you don't have on other non-Samsung devices. You can choose to use the auto display intensity, which uses approximately sensitive to dim lights, and you can also switch off the key vibration if you don't want to use that. I prefer to keep it on because it is a little confirming. Apart from that, is high fidelity position and the GPS assistance service right there, and a couple other things. So yeah, very cool if you're a Samsung fan, I imagine. Apart from that, there aren't too many Samsung apps. There is the All Share app, which uses DLNA to send media to a compatible TV or DLNA service. I don't have one right now, so I can't show you that. There's an image editor, and there's also FunShot, which lets you add fun filters to any pictures you have on. There's also the Samsung Now app that you can see right there, which has the lifestyle, which is basically a combination of news, weather, and stock. And apart from that, yeah, that's about it. That's basically your same Windows Phone. The Internet Explorer browser is basically the same. There's no flash support. Video wise, it's again limited. There's no support for DivX or XVID, but apart from that, I think that's about it. Yeah. Apart from all those things, there is Wi-Fi, GPS, and an FM radio built in. Call quality was pretty okay. We thought it was pretty average, and the 1500 mAh battery means this will easily last a day, maybe a little bit longer if you're using it quite light. And at the back, I forgot to mention, there is a 5 megapixel camera with a single LED flash and a single loudspeaker right there. Camera quality is pretty good. We have more camera samples on the blog, you can check that out. There's also a front-facing camera right over here, which means it's going to be very useful for video calls when those come in. That's something that's lacking on the Nokia Lumia 800, for example. So yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, do let us know in the comment section below. Otherwise, if you want more details, do check out the review on the blog. We have a lot more pictures and a lot more in-depth analysis, I would say, of everything else. Until next time, I'm Clinton Jeff from ZomaGuyCJ.com.